What's going on, Jeromes? It's time for the most accurate power rankings in the known universe for Week 15. And if you disagree with any one of the rankings, you are wrong. How does it feel? Starting off, as we always do, at the bottom, number 33, Greasy Grimy Green Bay Packers. 5-8. They got the Rams on Monday Night Football. Baker Mayfield is going to go all progressive commercial on their ass, and it's going to be good. The Packers, hey, you can't win the division. You're probably not going to make the playoffs. I love it. Desolation. Next up, 32. Speaking of desolation, so the Broncos fans are celebrating, not because they all of a sudden got a better draft pick because they gave up 5 draft picks to the Seahawks for Russell Wilson, but they scored 28. Fantastic. Good times are here again, but the Broncos lost and Russ got concussed. So we'll see. 31. Got the Texans. I kind of feel bad for the Texans because they try hard. Lovey's got them playing some decent football, but they just can't get it right. Who'd they beat early on in the season? It doesn't matter. But they almost got it done in Dallas against the Cowboys. That would have been a fantastic win for them, and they still probably would have secured the number 1 overall pick, but wasn't meant to be, so it is what it is. 30. You got the Cardinals. Ugh. All right, so disaster at home. Monday Night Football against Bill Belichick and the Patriots, as well as Kyler went down to the ACL. I mean, it's just been a mess of a season. Kingsbury's going to get fired. I don't know about the future of Kyler. Well, they can't trade him now because of the ACL. Do they trade Nuke? Do they let go J.J. Watt? I don't know. Just an absolute disaster franchise right now. Next up, 29. You got the crooked Chicago Bears on bye. Now they're hosting the Philadelphia Eagles this week, and now the Vikings can't get the 1 seed anymore in all likelihood. But one time, Justin Fields. One time. Can we just beat the Eagles one time? There you go. 28. You got the Saints also on bye. They're rolling Andy Dalton. They're 4-9. They're still technically alive in the division, which is kind of sad, but is what it is. Hey, imagine if they had held on to that 16-3 lead against Tom Brady. I mean, they would be in the thick of the NFC South race. 27. Got the Colts also on bye. Jeff Saturday. So they got blown out. Well, basically one bad quarter against the Cowboys. Now they roll into historic U.S. Bank Stadium. Hopefully the Vikings will get it done. It's been announced that they're going to roll Matt Ryan. So we'll see. 26. Got the Rams up 4 spots. Woo! Baker freaking Mayfield. Can't write any better. He's in the building for like 6 seconds. Doesn't this game feel like it happened 9 months ago? Yeah, but Baker came back, got it done. 98-yard drive with no timeouts. Love it. I love it, man. Plus, they're rolling with Baker the rest of the season. Does Baker just re-sign with Sean McVay? Because Stafford is getting up there in age, can't play forever. And does Baker go the backup, understudy, and then eventually gets his shot with Sean McVay? I mean, where else is he going to go? Like, who else is really going to pay Baker any money? I think the Rams are a really good spot for him at this stage. 25. You got the Bucks down 7 spots. I mean, they could have been shut out very easily against the Niners, but this is just embarrassing. Just a wood shedding. And Tom Brady's looking around like, what the hell? We're probably still going to win the NFC South. We're probably going to host a playoff game. Maybe we're going to get dump trucked by the 5 seed Cowboys. It is what it is. So it's not good. 24. Got the Raiders. So give it away now. Doing their best New Orleans Saints impression on Thursday Night Football. And I don't believe in Josh McDaniels. I don't. Devonta Adams is a stud. Derek Carr I don't believe in. But, I mean, overall, Derek Carr had like 10 yards passing in the second half of this game. It was just pathetic on all fronts. 23, you got the Browns. Yeah. All right, so the whole Deshaun Watson trade is not paying dividends this year, maybe next year. Hopefully our guy Stefanski will still be in the head coaching job next year. We'll see what happens. 22. I got the Jaguars up 3 spots, just going into Nashville and putting the bang thing on the Titans. So the Jaguars, emotional win over the Ravens, got their asses kicked by the Lions, and now they kick the asses of the Titans. That's how the NFL goes, man. It's just Trevor Lawrence and Duval and the Jaguars are going to be something here probably next year. I think Doug Peterson's got them playing some good football, and they obviously have a lot of talent, so it's all about putting it together. 21, got the Falcons on bye. So Marcus Mariota, well, it's been announced that Desmond Ridder is going to be starting the rest of the season, and Marcus Mariota went on injured reserve, and then he just bounced. Apparently, reportedly, he just left the team, but I don't know, man. Maybe the Falcons will cut him. Maybe he'll latch on somewhere else. Who knows? 20. But I will say that I do like Desmond Ridder. I like that they're getting a chance to see if he can be the guy going forward or if they do need to invest in a quarterback in the first round. I do think that he can be. I loved him at Cincinnati. I like his intangibles. I like his mobility. I like his arm. I like his maturity. But can he get the ball to Drake London? when Kyle Pitts gets back next season, like, is that going to be a thing? I don't know. The Falcons are sort of in disarray right now. 20. You got the Panthers. Speaking of a team that was in disarray, so 1-4 when they fired Matt Rule, 4-4 under Steve Wilkes. He's got them playing some damn good football, especially on the defensive side of the ball, man. But going into Seattle, tough place to play, and the Seahawks are a good football team, and the Panthers are going to win. And remember, the Panthers already have a game up on the Bucks in the head-to-head, so, I mean, they're right in the mix in the NFC South. I mean, they could win the division. They could host a playoff game. Keep pounding, man. I love it. I'm rooting for them. 19. Got the Giants, man. So the Giants certainly peaked early this season, but they got their asses kicked at home against the Eagles, so it is what it is. Saquon not really contributing. Daniel Jones has been a disaster, so I don't know. I just don't know. 18. Got the Tennessee Titans. It seems like they should be better than a 7-6 football team, but there's some dysfunction going on behind the scenes. I mean, Todd Downing, their OC, got a DUI after a game after they beat the Packers. They fired John Robinson in season, their GM, which is kind of weird. But I don't know. It's basically Derrick Henry and really nothing else. Like, their defense is okay, except it wasn't against the Jaguars. Tannehill is not it. So, I don't know. 17. I got the Steelers staying at 17, even though they lost a tight game at home against the Ravens. Now, they had plenty of chances to win this game, except Trubisky Ponder, who came in for Kenny Pickett, really gave this thing away. So, I don't know. 5-8, Tomlin, doing what he can do. 16. Got the Jets. Speaking of another team that peaked early. So, the Jets down 3 spots, just... Mike White is a super tough dude, obviously, but the offense just didn't get done in Buffalo. The defense, I mean, showed up. Holding Buffalo to 20 points in their building is a pretty solid accomplishment, especially when your offense isn't doing much. But, I mean, the Jets are probably going to get into the playoffs, but I could see them being a one-and-done as a wild card. 15, you got Georgia up one spot, getting ready to play The Ohio State University in the first round of the playoffs. Go get it on. 14, you got the Chargers up 3 spots, getting it done on Sunday Night Football against the Red Hot Dolphins. And the Chargers, I mean, the Chargers have injuries all over the place, but Justin Herbert just keeps dragging this team along. And I don't know, are you really scared to face them in the playoffs? Probably not, but they could be a pain in the ass. 13, Patriots, speaking of a pain in the ass, so up 7 spots, going into Arizona, putting the bang thing on them. Yes, it certainly benefited from Arizona losing Kyler early on, and this offense is still inept, except for when Mac Jones curses out Matt Patricia. But, so Belichick, how do you do this, man? Like, so you got Matt Patricia, who is a defensive coordinator. You have Joe Judge, who is a special teams coordinator, and you have both of them as your OC. It's so stupid. It's hubris. It's ridiculous, and Mac Jones certainly does deserve better. Next up, number 12. I mean, there was a difference between Mac Jones this year with Patricia and Judge and Mac Jones last year with Josh McDaniels. I mean, McDaniels isn't a head coach. He's a good OC, so that's the difference. Seahawks down 2 spots, losing at home. They had a great opportunity against the Carolina Panthers. Probably cost a lot of people in survivor pools in terms of people betting on Seattle in this spot, but is what it is. Geno could still chuck the ball. I think that the Seahawks could still be feisty as a playoff team, but we'll see. 11. Got the Commies on bye. The 4.5-point favorites at home against the Giants this week, Sunday Night Football. Our guy Taylor Heineke, that defensive line is healthy. Hopefully Chase Young will be good to go. So, I mean, the Commies can get it. I mean, they make enough plays on offense. They can run the ball, and they can rush a passer. That's really all you need in the playoffs. 10. Dolphins down 2 spots. So, yeah, going on the road, not really getting it done, even though a couple of the bounces went your way, the whole Tyreek Hill fumble recovery. But Tua got, the Chargers got after Tua, and it just wasn't great. It just wasn't great. But now the Dolphins, big-time game on Saturday against the Buffalo Bills. 9. Got the Lions. I mean, if you listen to the media coverage, the Lions are the greatest 6-7 team in NFL history, and they are pretty damn good. Give them credit. They're up 3 spots to beat the Vikings, allegedly 34-23. And that offense is rolling. That offensive line is fantastic. The defense is opportunistic. So, I mean, if the Lions get in the tournament, I mean, it could be a little bit dangerous, but I mean, that 1-6 start, no bueno. 8, the Ravens up 1 spot, getting it done on the road. I mean, Huntley went out with an injury. They might have like me starting at quarterback this week. We'll see. Lamar still out with that knee injury, but I mean, winning ugly is still winning, right? And the Ravens are 9-4. 7, you got the Bengals. Speaking of 9-4 in the AFC North, just going getting it done against the Browns. And I think that the Bengals are starting to warm up, man. I think that they're certainly going to be dangerous. They're going to be a factor. You saw them beat the Chiefs. I like their odds if they match up against the Bills in the playoffs. So, I mean, they're reigning AFC champions for a reason. Nailed it. 6. Vikings down 3 spots. Sad day, but is what it is. They would have fallen further, but remember, the Lions are the cat's ass. Pun intended. 5. Niners up 1 spot. I mean, if you destroy Tom Brady in front of his hometown people, yeah, you deserve to move up. Brock Purdy looking pretty good. Hopefully Debo gets back. Luckily that was a scary looking injury. It looked like the knee, it looked like maybe the ankle, it looked like maybe the lower leg, but high ankle sprain. He'll be back in action soon. 4. You got the Cowboys up 1 spot. Congratulations for barely outlasting the Texans at home. But sometimes you got wins like that. 3, you got the Chiefs up 1 spot, where Mahomes, even though he threw 3 interceptions, I don't care. I really don't care. Magic Man, underhanded throws to Jerick McKinnon. Just also, I love the Jets lighting it up. Isaiah Pacheco is fantastic running back. I mean, it's good right now. 2, you got the Bills down 1 spot. Mainly, I just paved the way because the Eagles. I mean, the Eagles are just freaking good. I mean, I had a poopy day, and I hate the Eagles, man, but is what it is. Got to respect greatness at this point of the season. But that's it. That is the Week 15 NFL Power Rankings, the most accurate Power Rankings of the known universe. If you disagree with any single one of the rankings, you are wrong. How does it feel? Let us know your thoughts or our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skull Production Value.